Hello everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host Chad Owens and I got a special guest co-host with me today, Chad Owens Jr. Welcome to the show, boy.
Thanks for having me.
No. Hey, look, exciting show for you guys. As always, we got some really important things to talk about. So like we always do,
Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown.
Alright, first things first, son. NFL playoffs, right? It started over the weekend, and this is your thing. So let's first talk about those wild card games on Saturday.
Yeah, so the first game was the Raiders and the Bengals. Derek Carr's first playoff game, Joe Burrow's first playoff game.
They call him Joe Burrow the
Joe
Tom Brady. He's like the next Tom Brady.
I mean, for his first playoff game, it was really good. Looked poised, offense looked good. Jamar Chase looks like the next Randy Moss.
He looks like the next all-pro everything at receiver.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Bengals came out on top. It was a close game, but, I mean, I think that offense is just too much for opposing defenses.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing lights out. They got a running back,
Joe Mixon,
who's a baller.
top 5 in the league in rushing this year, so the future's bright for Cincy.
All right, so that was one of two games,
Yeah.
right? Let's talk about the other game.
I mean,
It was a blowout. It was a blowout. I had New England winning. I thought the experience with Bill Belichick and that team, Mac Jones, showed, that he showed like he was a veteran at some points in the season.
He was probably the best rookie quarterback throughout the whole regular season. But I mean, Josh Allen is just Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, he played like an MVP in that game, and he is surprisingly nimble with his feet. He can run, he can move.
Oh, yeah.
He juked this one DB out in this one play that
He broke his
was
ankles.
he broke him down.
The Bills, they scored on every single drive.
7 possessions, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like they missed 2
Extra points.
They basically scored 50 points.
Yeah.
Basically. Right?
It wasn't even close.
I mean, it was in Buffalo.
It was in Buffalo, cold. But I mean, New England should. I mean, they play in cold as well. So I thought it was a fair game, but I mean, I don't know. Josh Allen is.
Hey, the Bills. Like, if I had to make a pick, the Bills is the hottest team right now.
Yeah.
The Bills are hot. I mean, they look like a Super Bowl champion team.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Sunday's triple header.
I
mean, let's just go with the Tom Brady. I mean, the Bucks is over the Eagles. It was you could see, right? It was a different league, different level. Jalen Hurts,
first playoff game. I mean, it was up and down. They picked it up at the end, but it was already too late. So Tom Brady, he's not gonna lose in the first round. He's not gonna do it. So tough test for the Eagles, but they got a bright future with Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, and some of the weapons on offense. But I think that defense needs some help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I didn't expect anything less from the GOAT.
Yeah.
Right. Steelers. Jeez. Hey, they got in. Right. They got in. Big Ben's last
playoff run.
This last game.
Yeah.
Right. It went to Arrowhead and Chiefs just hit him over the head. Right. Hey, but Juju Smith battled back. He had a season-ending injury. Mm-hmm. He came back for this playoff game.
Yeah, he was in and out. He wasn't playing all the snaps, but he was in there making some plays. But I think that Chiefs, they're clicking at the right time, and it's just
they hit at mid-season. It sort of hit like a little plunge,
and then they shot back up in the standings, and finished as a 2 seed, and Patrick Mahomes running 5 touchdowns. So it's scary.
All right, now we're gonna talk about the game that you want to talk about.
Game of the week.
The game of the week. San Fran.
Dallas.
Huge 49ers fan.
Yeah.
San Fran, Dallas. That's a historic game. Like that goes back to being like,
the 90s, 80s.
That was the game.
First ever playoff game when 2 teams have 5 Super Bowl wins. First ever one. I mean, it was a really good game. Niners came out hot, up 10-0, first quarter. Dallas, came back. They ended up coming with it.
They gave themselves a chance, but let's talk about a player first before we talk about the end of that game.
The best player in the league?
Yeah, the best player in the league.
Offensive player in the league.
Best offensive player in the league, in Junior's opinion.
Deebo Samuel.
Hey, this dude does it all.
Yeah.
What did you say? If he was a full-time running back?
If he was a full-time running back, he'd be top 5 in the league in rushing. I'm telling you, top 5. He only started playing running back or getting reps at running back was week 8, and he had 400 yards in the season.
Hey, he's nice.
He's nice.
He's what you call a play maker. You get the ball in his hands any which way, and he does it. I mean, he's built like a running back.
Yep.
But he runs like a receiver. He's got the quicks.
He throws touchdowns like a quarterback. He did against the Rams. But yeah, that game was crazy. I mean, came down to literally the last second.
I mean, but let's talk about how the Cowboys got that last possession.
Yeah, Cowboys down.
The Niners it was 4th down.
Yeah, no.
They got the 1st down.
Yep. No.
With a minute left.
Niners was 4th and inches. They're up 23-17. Minute left. Jimmy G, QB sneak gets it, but Niners obviously false start, 5-yard penalty. We got a punt. Dallas gets the ball at the 20-yard line, like 30 seconds left.
Drive it all the way down.
There's like 15 seconds left on the clock. No timeouts. They run a QB draw up the middle of the field.
I like the play.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good call. I think Dak just went
too far.
5 yards too much.
Yeah, he should have slid earlier. That's why it took so much time on the clock. And also,
you gotta hand the ball
to the ref.
Yeah. He gave the ball to his center. Put this down, snap it.
So then the ref had to come in. He ran through Dak and the center, made him fall over. Had to reset the ball, then snapped it. It was already 0 seconds, and game was over.
Game was over. And that's just it, man. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I've talked about it a lot on the show in regards to football. You know, penalties, turnovers. Those are the things that are just that's what determines wins and losses.
Dallas had 15 penalties in that game, and I think 3 turnovers.
Hey, and they still almost had a chance at the end.
Yeah. Right.
So that's the difference in a lot of these games. And all right, hey, it's set, right? Right. Oh yeah, tonight the Rams, the Cardinals. This is like a Super Bowl in itself.
Division rivals. 4 and 5 seed. Winner goes to Tampa. This is gonna be a good game.
Who you got?
This season, I think I got the Rams. They brought in Matthew Stafford for these moments. They brought in Von Miller, OBJ through the middle of the season. I think their defense is just too good. The offense is too good. They have Cooper Kupp, the leading receiver in the league. They got Cam Akers back. They got the running back. Arizona was good. They were good. They were the best team in the league first 10 games of the year.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins got hurt. They're coming back. But, I mean, it should be a good game.
I'm with you. The Super Bowl is in LA, right? And the Rams want to host and hoist. They give themselves a chance. So, yeah, I got the Rams as well.
So, yeah.
But that's it. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah.
All right, we're staying right here in the football lane. And probably the biggest story locally that we've had in recent years. With the recent resignation of head football coach of the University of Hawaii, Todd Graham, right, we are in the hunt for a new leader, a new face. And this is the most important decision that the University of Hawaii is going to be making, moving forward, because it's almost like a do or die situation, right? And so there's some candidates. I know that Rich Miano, Timmy Chang, June Jones, Brian Smith. I think those are like the top 4 that are in the running right now. And who knows what's going to happen, but it's definitely got to be somebody with the ties. They're talking about it's got to be within the family, and they mean the family of the June Jones legacy, man, the era, the run and shoot, that family tree, because those branches led to success, right? So, when we broke away from those branches, not saying that success couldn't happen, but that's when we were successful. And so we'll see what happens. I don't have a personal opinion. I know that whoever gets a job, out of those guys, I think can help, swing things. Yeah. I do have a personal opinion on that. I do. I'd like to, but I'm going to keep that to myself. Yeah. But the biggest thing that we can do as a state and as fans is is support.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. All right, we got to support our program. We got to support the team, and whoever gets picked as the next head coach needs all the support in the world. Son, I know you've got. Well, you know, I went there. I played there.
Yeah.
All right, and in recent time, you've got a couple friends that play there, and just watching the program over the last couple of years. You know, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the University of Hawaii and you know, moving forward?
I think, you know, we're moving in the right direction. I think in the next week or two we should have the new leader.
I think this week. It might happen this week.
So I think that would be a huge upside for the program and the community once we have our new leader. And hopefully it's like someone who can bring all the local kids and have them stay home and build this program back up and have it a powerhouse program and make kids from all around the country want to come here.
I like that.
Who don't want to come to Hawaii, play college football for 4 years?
Yeah.
And live here.
I mean, and speaking of which, right? You graduated from Honolulu, right?
Yeah.
You spent 3 seasons in Canada, St. Marcellinus.
Yeah.
Spirit, shout out. Finish off your high school career here at Honolulu.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't get to play football your senior year. Got to play baseball.
Yeah.
Still got to compete there. And, you know, we sat out the fall, this past fall, to sort of let things settle. And now you've made a decision, right? I want to take this opportunity on the CO2 rundown to let everybody know what?
Walking on to the University of Hawaii, play football.
To play football. All right, he's walking on to the University of Hawaii to play football. And you know, in the midst of all of this, right? So, how are you feeling right now, knowing that you were walking on to a program, even during a time that they came off the season that they had, all the transfers in the transfer portal, all the talks with Coach Todd Graham and the ups and downs. Did any of that matter to you?
I don't think it really mattered because, you know, I just wanted to play football. Just want to get back into that, you know, well, my passions, the things I've been doing all my life, you know, it's the game, you know, competing. It's been
the locker room.
It's been 2 years since I've, you know, been around football, tackle football. You know, I played pylon and all that through my senior year and, you know, through the summer. But tackle football has been 2 years, you know, and I just said I want to go play no matter the situation. And hopefully when I go there, I'll be a light for the program and, you know, have a little spark for the guys and the team. And yeah, just hoping for the best and hopefully find out who my new head coach is this week. So it should be fun.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, well, that's exciting, man. And like, you know, I guess put yourself in the places of all those guys right now.
Yeah.
If you were in that locker room this past season and going through all the, I guess, calling it turmoil and the ups and downs and being a player right now in the unknown. So you are that player right now, the unknown of who your next coach is. What's the focus? Like, what is the focus for you in the midst of all of that, in preparation?
I think, you know, I'm already enrolled at University of Hawaii, so, you know, getting into, you know, trainings in the morning, conditioning, you know, spring ball's around the corner. So I think it's getting a relationship with all the guys and all the teammates and the coaches who are still there. Just finding that relationship and, you know, having a positive impact on, you know, everyone over there.
But how do you stay focused, knowing right now there is no head coach, there is no true leader as a competitor? What's like what are you feeling? What's the drive? What are you telling yourself in the midst of this? I'm gonna call it the fog. In the midst of the fog.
Just, you know, control what I can control, and that's, you know, putting in my work, you know, just working hard every day, you know, and encouraging my other teammates to put in work in this tough time, and, you know, just know that
seeing the light, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, have a tunnel vision. You know you're gonna reach there at some point, and I know this week we're gonna have a big announcement, hopefully, and, you know, it should be a positive impact on the players, and, you know, I think that could be a good momentum shift towards spring ball and rolling into the next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but let everybody know what you going out for. What position you play?
I mean, I play quarterback. I've been playing quarterback since I was
7.
Yeah, 7 years old. From flag, Pee Wee, Pop Warner, high school. I've been playing it all my life. Shout out to Coach Kelly Tilton. Came back here, got my quarterback coach. He really fixed up my mechanics, throwing motion, everything, and yeah, quarterback.
Let's go.
And the number still unannounced.
Oh, if you could have a choice, what number would you wear or like to wear?
God, there's 3 numbers. 'Cause I know some of them are already taken by some players who are already there. But I'd say number 8. I wore number 8 my whole high school career. Number 1, because I know that's available.
Okay.
No one's wearing number 1 over there. I know it's available. Also, I kind of have my game around Kyler Murray, and he wears number 1. Or I go with number 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that one right there? Like that one right there?
But I had a little junior at the end of that.
Yeah, no, hey, whatever, man. It's you got your own legacy to create and to do, and I just want to say that I'm proud of you. Right? I'm not saying that just because we on the show, but I'm extremely proud of you. Mom, we're both proud of you. Your sisters are proud of you. Everyone's proud of you. Right? So just you've already accomplished so much, and this is just an extra step. Yeah, we're walking on. Hey, Dad walked on.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you walk on, right? Or you have a scholarship. At the end of the day, you got to put in work.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work harder than the guy next to you. You got to want it more. You got to grind more, and you got to show up and you got to perform. At the end of the day, you still got to perform, right? And so, man, I love you, bro. Thanks for joining me on the show today. And hey, something a little different for you guys today on the CO2 Rundown. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Aloha.